Hi, I'm Bill Carroll. Here we're at the PhoCusWright conference, just about to interview Jeff Boyd, CEO and President of Priceline. The first question has to do with being from Cornell. What do you tell students? What do we tell the group of participants in the program? What should they be preparing for? How do they prepare for careers in your area?
I think in the hospitality area there's a couple of things that are important. One is technology. They need to be facile with the technology, not just online tools, but also the spreadsheet tools that allow them to hit the market running with financial analysis, understanding numbers. I think that's critical, and we see a lot of students coming out of school with insufficient skills and they're behind. The second thing I would say is whatever field you're going into, you want to have a passion for it and learn about it. Get involved with, if it's the hotel industry, get involved with the conferences, try to understand what's happening in the industry, read the paper, read the industry materials. And then finally, I think, and I'm sort of a liberal arts guy, I think you need to have a broad exposure to a variety of subjects. You need to learn how to write well, you have to understand literature, you need to understand math and science. A broader view of the world is going to be much more compelling to an employer than just a very narrow focus.
Students become hoteliers, and ultimately the hoteliers are facing a chaotic world. That's what this conference was all about. What do you tell the hoteliers? How do you corral this chaos, thinking about the things that your company is doing, but frankly just in general?
I think what's important for hotels is they need the ability to focus on what they do best and what's most important to their guests, which is running the hotels, having an outstanding experience, having customer service that's better than the competition, the best facilities. That sort of thing has got to be number one for the hotelier. When it gets to changing technologies, it's very hard in the context of running a hotel or any other kind of business that's not a technology business to be at the forefront. So I think you need to find the right partners to work with. You have to be willing to experiment with new media and new technology. Then you can make an investment knowing that it's going to pay off for you.
Excited about some of our innovations in the mobile product and in the booking path. And at some point we will figure out international expansion. Hopefully we won't have to buy every position. We can actually do some of that growth organically. I think, broadly speaking, in Europe we'd like to be right size in the UK, France, and Germany. And then if we can have a little bit of a presence in China and India, extra credit for that.
The newer companies are probably already embracing social media. It's the established players that probably are looking at social media and thinking, wow, what am I going to do about that? It kind of seems dangerous. I think that just like the internet, when it came along, you looked at that and you thought, ooh, what am I going to do about that? That looks dangerous. And now you've embraced it and you're utilizing it. You're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to love social media. So get in there, wrap your arms around it, give it a big hug and kiss, love it.
Now, we just launched our new Android and iPhone mobile travel apps. These are the first OTA travel apps that allow you not just to shop, but also book travel, all integrated into a native travel app. It makes it so easy for consumers to plan travel when they're on the move. Well, what we've done at Orbitz since I arrived is totally reorientate the company around hotel. We've now made the play for the company be hotel, and our mission is to build Orbitz to be one of the 3 primary hotel distribution platforms worldwide. So getting the company aligned behind the hotel opportunity, it wasn't necessarily hard, but it was really a defining moment for the company.
For us this year is mobile. People's brains are moving into their phones, their behaviors are going into their phones, and so we thought it was really essential for us to build a mobile experience that was relevant and tactile and timely, that people could just get in there and get information really, really easily.
There's so much fragmentation in the market, too many different device types, too many browsers out there. To be able to support them all individually is an incredible expense. So we allow, through this single definition, to support them all. We take the burden of support of all those operating systems and all those device types away from our customers.
So we focus 100% on user experience, and the way that we display flights is completely different than anything that any of the other OTAs or meta search sites do. So we show you all of the results that you'd care about on a single page. We do it in a graphical way, so you can see the trade-offs between flights. And we also prioritize the flights, not just by price, but by what you might care about, like the duration and the number of stops. And so it's not always the cheapest flight that's first, it's the least agonizing flight that's first.
Silver Rail is the very first aggregator of rail content around the world that's putting rail into a single platform, enabling all of the major distribution channels, whether that's online travel agencies, big corporate agencies, mom and pop agencies, to actually access rail in one place for the very first time. No one's ever done this before. A company like Expedia, the largest agency in the world, does not sell rail, but they should, and where it should be is there ought to be a rail tab on their site. Customers may want to go into the air search and actually search air versus rail. Boston to New York would be a great example of where you should see the Acela and the Delta shuttle flight side by side. So the sales process is longer than I would like or have expected, but we're making fast progress, and we'll have all of Europe on our platform by the end of next year.